I hope everybody's comes back. I am so sorry. I don't know what happened. So, we'll try this again. Welcome to Hoodville. My name is Heather from Da Hood. Uh, oh my God. What a gong show. What a gong show. We will see. Why does my computer hate me? Why does my computer hate me? I don't know. It's just one of those things. Just one of those things. Have no idea. So hopefully everyone comes back to the chat. Yeah, I'm back. Yay. Thanks, Lexi. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm allowed around computers. I have the power. People, I don't know. I don't know how to use my power for good though instead of like evil apparently. Um Someone needs to give me a handbook on it. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. But I'm glad you guys are back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So happy what I was saying earlier, happy show Saturday. Literally, it's one of those. Also, um yeah, I'm always on the hit list, man. Uh I know I'm like the genie, man. I just disappear and I come right back. Like whatever. I'm like glitter, but you can never get rid of me. Uh and my glitterly personality just shines through, doesn't it? Anywho, what I was saying before was I want to thank the VIP group for this little story because it's freaking funny. And I give credit where credit's due. So if you guys saw my TikTok live yesterday, I go back and forth. Now I know the reason why I don't do TikTok lives because you can't save them. I like it here. Um, anyway, I'm gonna shut up before I open up. I have this thing called foot and mouth disease, and I got big feet and an even bigger mouth. So it doesn't work out well for me all the time. However, let's get to the point of the story. Um, Thank you again, everyone, for being here. It's going to be short because, like I said earlier, before the computer, I don't know, did whatever it did to your friend Heather here. The Sidley twins. This is my bat signal for the Sidley twins. They'll be up in 1 hour. Well, not even 1 hour now. Now I really got to talk fast, like 45 minutes. So, VIP group, FBI slash Lexi and Michelle. Almost forgot your name. And Australia and Christine. Like, I adore you guys. Now, so the funny thing now, I don't normally go down this road, but damn it, I'm kind of in a petty kind of mood today. So, just call me Tom Petty because you don't know how it feels to be me, my friend. Now, now. Hold the phone one sec. Uh okay. So apparently, if you could see like when my kid does my thumbnail, because I have to pay my 17-year-old to do it. We are all and then he ignores me because well, he doesn't want to talk to me. Not that I blame him, but I don't want to talk to me either. So we are all very 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 familiar with this, right? Hold the phone. With this chocolate bar, right? We all are very, very, very familiar with the chocolate bars, the fancy chocolate bars, the ones with the spread, the ones with the flour sprinkles in them, the one with whatever, pick something that's disgusting and throw it in there, and that's the chocolate bar, right? So, like I said, I didn't come up with this. This is because I have friends who knew, uh, who watch some of what are they called? The Suck It Squad? Now, I'm not gonna call them out personally, but apparently they have some great forum going on. And one person was talking about how they bought all of Megsy's chocolate, and apparently it has magical powers where you don't leave the bathroom. So I tried to get my hands on the chocolate bar, like the ingredients, because your friend Heather from the Hood has a lot of skills. And I'm very open and honest about what I've been through and worked through and whatever. I can only say so much on here so I don't get in trouble. But your friend Heather's dealt with issues, right? And I'm not perfect and we all deal with our stuff, but I have a lot of useless knowledge in this subject. Right? So, um again, being Canadian, I cannot buy the chocolate bars because Canada has standards in their food quality. And as Sue Smith put it, it is a detriment to the Canadian environment on why we cannot buy her crap. Literally crap. But the funny part is, and I'm not trying to be rude or crude or anything like that. The fact that the people admit this is hilarious. Yes, a colonic. A colonic sounds like a vacation compared to what all these people have admitted to, the side effect that happens to them when they eat Meghan Markle's chocolate bar. Now, let me tell you something fun. That's not normal. Now, this might be, I was thinking last night, um, and I said a lot of stuff. Uh, I don't think it's cheaper than the big OZ or an LGP1 or whatever those things are called, which I have my own thoughts on. And if you ever want to hear about it, I'll get on my soapbox and talk about it. Um, Not normal. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Breaking news. Mary says, you called it. Do I get to sing my I'm Right song? Do I get to sing my I'm Right song? Oh, I always get excited when I get to sing my I'm Right song. No, you know, the only time I've heard of chocolate doing this to you is if it's like X-Lax chocolate, right? This is not good. Now, I do remember there was a movie, and I want to say it was A League of Their Own. I feel like that's right. And it's what's his name? John Lovett says, oh, maybe it's not A League of Their Own. I've used this knowledge, but there's a movie and a person says to another person, have you ever heard of this candy bar or chocolate bar? And they're like, yeah, we give it to the pigs when they're constipated. I feel like it's A League of Their Own. Let me know if I'm on the right track. I feel like that's right. This is not normal. So, and again, being Canadian, I can't get my hands on the chocolate bar. So if you know, this is a bat signal, a Heather from the Hood signal to everybody. If you bought this chocolate bar, can you please tell me? Because I need to see the back of the wrapper. And because I will know I'll know from the ingredient. It is the League of Your Own Harvey chocolate bars, right? See, useless knowledge. Sponsor women's baseball, right? Like I'm pretty sure, right? He's talking to Gina Davis and it's John Lovitz and they're like, "Have you ever heard of Harvey candy bars?" And they're like, "Yeah, we feed it. I don't know if it's the sheep, the goats, the pigs, whoever, the cows when they can't go." Right? Useless knowledge. Okay. It is very sad, my friend, because, we have beautiful chocolate here in Canada, Swiss chocolate, German chocolate, whatever chocolate, not Duchess Delulu chocolate, Belgium chocolate, all the chocolates. I don't care. Any chocolate's gotta be better than Duchess Delulu's, and right now it's Easter, and let me tell you something fun. The amount of restraint I have not buying all the mini eggs in the world is something else. I did ask her. Not perfect, just British. Yes, thank you. I did ask her. She didn't keep the wrapper. I asked her last night. Um, so if you know anybody or if you guys could work the computer, that'd be lovely. I just need to see the back because I'll know in 2.2 seconds. But I just, like I said, I know I'm talking about useless stuff, but it's so funny. Also, yesterday on my TikTok live, I talked about this video and I don't care. I talked about this video. It's so funny that Megan's a moron. And I had a full out conversation with the VIP group about it for 2 days just to make sure that I wasn't going insane. Now, can I work the computer? Of course not. We all know the answer to this. So I showed a video from Hello Magazine. Now, I don't know what I can show and what I can't show, but it's Duchess Delulu. Here, can you see that? Looking at this woman from the, whatever, food organization people, and Megzy says, "Oh, do they have the tools to open this?" "Yeah, doughhead, it looks like a pop can. It has a snap lid." Now, like I said, I talked to the VIP group for 2 days. I'm like, "Am I insane? Can you see the snap lid? Is it okay? Like, is it a thing?" Yeah, it's a thing. So, this girl who's supposed to have a cooking show doesn't understand what a tabby thing is. And if you guys are old enough to know what spam looks like too, it comes with like a little key and you twist it and then the lid comes off. Sometimes it's not like living in North America. I know some things look a certain way and you go to a different country, it's made a different way. But it it's there. This is also a girl who used the pot tongs, like the canning tongs upside down. Am I freaking shocked? Absolutely not. So I just know that I'm right. So I'm gonna sing my I'm right song again. I'm right. 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 I'm always flipping right. But yeah. So there's that. Megsy doesn't know what to do with it. Right, Carol? I'm right with the spam thing. I've never actually had spam. I've seen a can of spam before. Ooh, say that 3 times fast. But yeah, has the key, right? Yeah, take your finger. Yeah, so I'm not wrong. So there it is. I just find it funny when she says, "Do they have the tools for this?" Yeah, doughhead, they do, right? Also, what I wanted to talk about was I don't know if well, here, I'll do something nice. If you're looking to lose 10 pounds quick, maybe you should buy some of Mixed chocolate. We were talking about that. It's gonna be like really, honestly, I don't think she's using her, chocolate bars to the full potential. I've said it. I've missed my calling in PR. Now, I'm thinking it'd be great for a quick fix, right? Like, if you're getting married, if you need to fit into that dress and you don't wanna really work out, you just wanna, have a stomach ache for a while, blah, blah, blah. But then Michelle and FBI and I are all talking, and it kinda reminds us of, like, Bridesmaids. You all know that scene, people. Just saying, right? Girl Guides taught me how to open a can without a can opener. Oh. No, we don't do I don't take money from people. That's not a thing. It was just like we have like a little chitty chatter, right? But now I chitty chatter with you guys, right? I have email. You're always welcome to email me, heatherfromthehood.gmail.com, right? It's in the link thing. I'll write you back. Also, I'm not wearing my shirt. You can buy your Heather from the Hood merch. You can buy Hoodville shirt. You can get I've been Markled t-shirt. You know, we ship worldwide, unlike as ever. True story. And you buy two, you get free shipping. Uh-huh. There's that. I think 2 t-shirts from Heather from the Hood will cost you a bookmark at as ever. I think you can, because we are in Canadian money, so a t-shirt's $20. So what that is in your country, I don't know. Do your own math. So really got to get that moving out. So, maybe I'll put it in here. If you go to, I'll put it in the chat. There you go. If you go to hoodville.ca, it should bring you to the link. And yeah, like I like mail. I like talking to people. Less than a bookmark. Is that how I'm going to like hawk it now? You too can have 2 shirts for less than a bookmark. Oh my god. Right? So I just found this very, 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 very funny that people would admit to this. And you can ask Lexi and you can ask Michelle because I'm not lying. I'm not going to pull up our private conversations, right? Uh but it's there. Like if I got hauled in by the cops right now, they could see it. So I'm not making it up, right? So can you imagine though? Oy to the vey. I really think she should market it as a weight loss thing. Also, the other thing that was bothering me, because now I'm on a rant. Where's my soapbox? Um, Megsy with yes, the bookmarks. I talked about that yesterday, Carol. The bookmarks went up $2. How they did that, I don't know. Because I know, because my husband has a business. How do you think I got the t-shirts? Ugh. You have to buy in bulk, man. So she already bought them. So it didn't go up. The price didn't go up. You already bought, let's just say 100 bookmarks. There's no reason to up that bookmark in the last month and a half at all. It is price gouging. It is. You didn't, it's not like you ran out and you had to buy more a year later when things, or 6 months later or whatever, when there's inflation. No, she's sitting on all those, and I'm calling it right now. There's another bookmark coming. I think there's going to be 3 because we're only at 2. Crap happens in threes, right? There's going to be another one. So, what's that saying? Well, like death happens in threes. Crappy stuff happens in threes, right? 1, 2, 3. We're only at 2. So, we need another one. So, the other thing I was going to it's 1 month later. You're gonna tell me that bookmark went up $2. I can't even do the percentage on that. All I know is that's a lot of money. $2 up. So, thanks for joining me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And like I said, I'm not gonna talk too long because I know, our friends are coming on soon, and I like being in the keyboard warrior in their lives. It's fun. So, the other thing I was gonna talk about was, Meghan Markle with this girl. You think the 3rd bookmark's gonna be called The Heather? That'd be amazing. How do we get on there? Um, oh, I had it and I erased it. Do you remember when Meghan Markle was talking to a girl while she was in Jordan and she was in the hospital and she was getting fitted for a prosthetic leg? And there's a picture of Megsy. I'm going to try to pull it up. Um, I had it and I clicked the button. Meet with There's a picture of her very, very it's this one. Oh, that's I don't know if I can use that one. Why is it all on Facebook? Here, we'll use this one, maybe. Oh, no, that doesn't work. Hold the phone. Sorry, your friend does not know how to work the computer. Here, we'll just do it on the phone because I'm a moron. Where's her? So she's talking to this girl, and Harry's there too. And there's a doctor there, and Harry actually, I'll give him credit, right? They're talking about getting this girl fitted for a prosthetic leg. And Harry looks at the doctor and says, "Is she okay with showing us?" And the doctor says yes. So for that, I give him props. Now, here's Megsy. Now, if you watch the video, oops, I know, I'm sorry, I can't work my phone to save my life or the computer, but you can see Megsy looking very concerned. Not only that, she looks horrified when the doctor pulls back the blanket. Now, this is what I'm going to say. I kind of want to, I'm trying to, who cares? I kind of want to slap the broad. Now, can you imagine sitting in a bed and a doctor pulls back the blanket to show you a duchess and a prince what is going on with you, and she looks horrified. You can see it's like she's like about to barf. Let's just call a spade, right? Now, I talked about this yesterday on my TikTok live. My uncle had cancer, right? And if you're Canadian, you'll know the Terry Fox sort of cancer that he had. He lost his full leg at 25. So I didn't know anything different. I wasn't born then. So I grew up with an uncle with one leg and prosthetics and whatever. Um so nothing really shocks me, right? I also had 2 kids in and out of the hospital. The worst thing on me too. Uh-huh. The worst thing you can do is when you go to a hospital is look horrified to the person that's lying in the bed. That is awful. And all I can talk about is when like it brings me back to when my dad was very sick and my dad passed. It'll be a year next month. And my dad was so sick. And all I did was go in there and smile and play music and whatever because I didn't want to scare him. Right? So here's me smiling like an idiot, where I'm like, "No, dad, it's fine. It's great. It's whatever, blah." And same with going to visit kids in the hospital. You don't look horrified. You're not supposed to scare these people. They know. This girl is such an idiot. It's not even funny. And I'm sorry, hang on. I'm not trying to get all emotional and stuff, but it does bring me back to a time. How can you not put on a brave face and just smile at these kids? Who knows, or these people, who knows the last time that they even got a freaking visitor? You can't go there and just smile and shake their hand and pretend everything's happy, happy, joy, joy. And that's a good point there, my friend. Meghan can go and talk to a stranger, and I'm not saying anything bad, but she can't go help out her dad in the same freaking situation. There's that, right? But it just kind of hits a nerve with me. You don't go into a hospital room and go, "Oh my god." Right? Like, you know what you're getting yourself into. This isn't a shock. This isn't like you're someone got in a car accident, you go running into the ER. You don't know what you're going to see, right? You are prepared. They are talked to before they go into a room. This is what you're going to see. This is what's going on, blah, 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 blah. If you do not have the brain capacity to get it through your head that you're going to see some bad stuff, then you should not go at all. Okay, sorry, I'll get off my soapbox. No one wants to see that. Well, not see that. Well, when I mean that is the person sitting in the bed doesn't want to see someone looking horrified on their face. That's my point. Like, it's just, you know, when Diana would go in and see the very ill people or the people who had HIV or whatever, it's she it never phased her. I'm sure when she left the room, she bawled her face off. Even when I was with my dad, I'd be smiling like a doughhead, right? Trying to keep her together because my mom's too busy crying. Someone's got to have a brain in their head. Who knew it was me? And then I'd come home and cry in the shower, but I could not break in there, you know? So, like, how does she not know this? Oh, Demon Dictator says, very true, Heather. On my term pass, it was intense security unit. You had to stare, be sensitive and compassionate to everyone. And I'm so sorry for your loss, my friend. I am so sorry. It's hard. It's hard, but you have to get into a zone. You know what I mean? And this is the one and only time I'm going to defend him because he did say, is she okay with saying this? Right? So for that, I'll give him some sort of credit, right? Not a lot of credit, but at least a little bit of empathy. I don't want to get into politics or anything with this tour. This tour was a freaking disaster, and I've said it 1,000 times over. Bad, 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 bad. This will go down the history of bad. So I had a point, sorry. She's a crappy actress. She's a crappy actress. She can't even fake it. She can't even fake it for like 2 seconds. This is how nothing bad's ever happened to this broad in her life. She has not experienced life at all. She just lives in a freaking little Delulu land, you know? Oh, and then too, him talking about mental health and going to a recovery center. That's kind of funny. And I didn't want to get into it the other day when I made a video, but today I'm going to. He's the last he's the last one who's going to give anyone any freaking tips on recovery. The guy he shouldn't be talking about mental health at all. The guy's never I don't even think he's been in a therapy session. I honestly don't. Because if you have been, you wouldn't be living in a swamp of sadness. You have a toolbox, my friend. That's a therapy word. A toolbox of tools on how to cope with stuff. That toolbox has freaking cobwebs on it. He hasn't used it. He's not the guy to go to, my friends. right? Like, I don't understand how they keep running their mouths and no one talks about it, right? This is me giving tips on brain surgery. You want to know what I shouldn't be doing? Giving tips on brain surgery. It's just insanity at this point. I just ugh, she's far as I know, she's never had an addiction, so what you're gonna say to these people beats the hell out of me, right? There's nothing you can say to them. You can't, relate to these people and what addiction is, right? He can. I can. His PTSD and my PTSD are 2 different PTSDs. Um, I'm very open and honest. Well, welcome to Shit Show Saturday. I talk about my therapy. I'm in therapy. I had therapy on Tuesday, Wednesday, one of the days. And man, I feel a lot better. Thank God for Canadian healthcare because I get like 7 sessions free. Yay me. Look, it's contagious. I'm a clapping seal. And I don't like to bring down the party or whatever. Um, but I'm very open and honest because there's nothing you can say about me that's going to hurt my one and only feeling. I'm just saying, oh, Dallas. Good for you, my friend. Thank you for sharing. That took a lot. Thank you for sharing. It does take work. It does take work. Right? And I always say we're all a little bit broken, we're all a little bit okay. Right? And I also say sharing is caring. And it's one day at a time, my friend, right? So it's hard. You have to work a program. You have to be around other people who want to get better, who have been down that road for a while, right? So when Harry was saying, oh, once you leave here, it's your job to go and help other people get better. No, it's not. No, it's not your job because you have to work a program or work in your sobriety or whatever your addiction is. And addiction is there's a lot of different addictions, people. But you have to be further down the line before you can go help someone else. And this is what I know, right? Like you can't if you're drowning, you can't save another drowning man. That's a thing. You really got to be good in your recovery before you go out and help someone else because you know what will happen? It will switch you right around and very quickly if you're not strong enough, right? So, Dallas, I'm so happy for you. It takes a lot. It damn it, good for you, my friend. Not a lot of people can say that. So good for you. Good for you. Now, you could disagree with everything I just freaking said, but I don't know. I've been in a lot of group freaking therapies and I'm just saying what I've seen. So, it's just, I think Heather hit a wall today. So I just wanted to bitch. Let's just be honest. I'm done being nice. Now I'm mad today. I'm in a mood. So it's just a bunch of crap. And the lack of empathy on her is there. Well, good for you, my friend. And again, I'm not trying to bring down the party. I'm not, but this is who I am, man. I'm open and honest about everything. about my life, right? And oh, well, thanks, Dallas. I appreciate that. You know, we're all like I said, like I actually have that was my husband's saying with his company. We're all a little bit I'll bring down my jacket. It's a hoodie and it says broken, but the okay in broken is we're all a little bit of broken. We're all a little bit okay. Right? And I'll bring it down tomorrow or Monday. Show you guys. Uh because that saying has saved me over and over and like saved me. Right? But like I say, I don't hide anything about me. I don't. And now and like I say, sharing is caring. So when I talk about my uncle, whether he lost his leg, my kid, my bonus daughter being diagnosed with leukemia at the age of 3, was I there when she got diagnosed? No, I wasn't. I didn't come in until she was 16. I could tell you what the aftermath is and the mental health after that is, but I've also heard stories. I've seen pictures. I've seen um articles and whatever. I've heard stories from my husband, right? I did have a child. I had my own son, my youngest, born with a multicystic kidney and an echo on his heart. So I've lived that, right? And I've lived my own personal hell, like 2022. I had 2 weeks to live in 2022. Here. This is like this should be Sunday. I feel like I'm preaching. Um I had 2 weeks to live. I had a team of doctors look at me and say, "We don't know how you're alive." Well, thanks. That's helpful, you know? So, but I deal with the ed world, right? I'm very open and honest about it because all the people who like to hate on me, you try to use it against me. The difference is I'm not ashamed of it. I'm I had a podcast about it. I talk about it all the time, right? I know. I'm not new. So like when my body was shutting down and I was that freaking big, I'm very well aware, right? So everyone can go pound sand. So my job now is to talk about everything because I also believe secrets kill. So that's it. Anyways, sorry, that was a big soapbox. Sorry. And now I'm sweating. Oh God. This show is going down. Maybe I wouldn't say it's going down the toilet. This is what happens when you share and you care. There it is. Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore the chat. I just wanted to get all that out. Yes. So, um Royal Daily Tea. Sorry, tomorrow. Victoria's Voice. Then next week after that is um Paula, can't remember her last name, but she's cool. I swear she was on the Wendy Williams show. I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure that's it. Secrets do. It's the secrets that will get you. That's why I'm open and honest, right? Like, you can't say anything about me that's going to hurt my one and only feeling. Good luck, right? You guys are my group therapy. It's very true. It's very true. This has, and I've said it, me coming here has been the best thing for my mental health because I can just talk and talk and talk. And in case you haven't met me, I could talk to a freaking wall, you know? So, and Frolich. Thank you, Lizzie B. I'm probably saying her last name wrong. Paula Frolich with Royal Daily Tea. And I can't believe how fast, like really, I thought I'd be alone talking to myself or Queen Elizabeth or Chloe or someone. And all you lovely people show up and talk to me, interact with me. We have a relationship. And I will shout out the Sidley twins until I'm blue in the freaking face. They've been so kind to me. Royal Daily Tea's been so kind to me. Sue Smith's been so kind to me. Revealing the Narc. Um, Resting Dollface. I don't really know Steph Diltoner, but I'm sure she'd be nice to me if she met me. You know, like that group's been so nice to me. Like, I'm just so thankful. I am so, so thankful. And this brings me a lot of joy. And I think you guys can see my oh, that's a big word for me. Who I am. I can't say it. Oh, and they make fun of that I can't talk either. I know, I have a freaking speech impediment. I'm not new. Had one since I was born. 47 years old. I know. Um, Authenticity. There it is. My authenticity. You know, I think have I been booed? Booed? I didn't boo you. Have I been booed? No. What happened to Heather? No one. Where are the Heathers? I call red. If you know, you know. Right? So, or do you mean, I don't know. I don't touch the freaking computer. I'll tell you that right now. We all know. Okay. Okay. You guys all know I can't talk. So, what else did I want to talk about? Oh, here's the other thing I'm going to say. I was watching a friend of my head, Rob Shooter, and he was with Royal Daily Tea. Shout out to her for getting that interview. He made a video about how did the photographer get that picture of the uncle, that's all I'm going to refer to him as now, in the back of the car. And I'm going to say this and go watch that video. Your friend Heather worked in the clink. So this is what I will say. When you get released from the clink, no one knows. It's like getting released from the hospital. Have you ever been like released from a hospital? They're like, we need to get certain signatures and we got to do paperwork, and then people forget about you and they'll be like, you'll be out in an hour. 12 hours later, you're still in the freaking hospital. That's like jail, but worse. Like, you never know when you're getting released. So the fact that there was a photographer there says something to me. That there is, and you can't tell me otherwise because I'm not a fan of King Chuck and we all know it, right? There is some insider talk. I'm not convinced with a lot of this stuff, right? I'm not convinced Chuck and him don't talk. I'm not convinced Chuck's not still working in with the big boys, I guess would be. He's got his ends, and it's been like that. It's like the old, what's that called? The old boys club or whatever. Stupid macho BS that's gone around since the dawn of time, right? I fully believe that, and you can't convince me otherwise. Especially, and I never thought about it with the picture. I wonder if he got his sandwich, because when you get released from the clink that I worked at, they give you a lunch in a brown paper bag. You'd either get a bologna sandwich or a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or a tuna sandwich with an apple, a juice box, and like a cookie. I'm not making that up. So you got 2 sandwiches. I can tell you what the breakfast is every day of the week there too. So I'm just not buying what a lot of people are selling. Dallas says, Heather, you made me feel comfortable sharing because you're so open. Thanks for having a great space for us. Thank you for being here, my friend. Cops tipped off. Yeah, damn rights. The guards, someone phoned, right? They knew. Of course they knew, right? Like I say, like I've had oh, the twins are alive now. Oakley dokley. Um, I'm just saying I've had a lot of jobs and I have a lot of useless knowledge. And I will keep talking about it because I am I never want to hurt people's feelings, but you can only be a doormat for so long. And now today Heather's not a nice person. So, but it was great. I feel a lot better. Thanks for the free therapy session. Thank you. I don't think I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know because I have to go to church now and pray for my soul. Which I also talk about it all the time. I go to church too. Yeah, I know. And I haven't got blown up yet. So, here's hoping. Um and I don't pray for anyone else. You guys are on your own. I have my own problems. So, um yeah. So Sundays are a little bit harder, but you will see me Monday. And thank you, everyone. Please stay safe. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Oh my God. All right. Peace out.